Now you've got new horses coming in every year from France most of the time. Do you have one that you're really looking forward to as a kind of novice hurdler that you think, well, this could be really, something special?
Yeah, well, I've obviously got a soft spot for Sanctuaire, who is probably better known than a lot of them. Just in terms of sort of the totally unexposed ones, Rock of Deville, you'd have seen today. Really like his attitude. He's got a great attitude for jumping. He wants to please you. He hasn't got any sort of temperament issues from the flat or anything like that. And Empire Levant, who I think would have stood out to a lot of people today. He's only 3. You would not believe he was 3. He's a monster.
Big 3-year-old, isn't he?
He's a monster. He's quite narrow. He's got complete flat breeding by Empire Maker, US sire. So he's not exactly. You wouldn't, unless you saw the horse, you would never believe he was a jumper.
Yeah.
But he's a through and through jumper to look at, and his jumping is phenomenal. I will say it is phenomenal. He's only got to look or see a hurdle or a fence, and he takes it on. But he's also nimble. He's not aggressive to the point of destruction. He's very nimble. He's got a lot of respect for jumping, and I think he's going to be a horse that's going to take a little bit of training, because he's very highly strung and he's a bit sharp, and you have to be careful who you sort of let ride him and little things like that. So, but those are the horses, those ones with the little quirks. Denman was never straightforward.
Right.
We canted him up the hill before we ever ran him and thought, well, that's a bit lethargic, and took him down the bottom gallop and couldn't stop him.
Right.
Some of those horses have those little quirks. And if Clifford ever rides Corto Star out on a Monday, and there's a bit sharp, or on a Friday morning when the bins are out around the village, he won't dare let go of him for 1 second.
Right.
They've got that little bit of spontaneous combustion that you never see.
Well, you need that, don't you? Sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of those good horses, you can never honestly predict every move they're going to. Mastermind is the same.